Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Meera from IVP Research Foundation. Would like to discuss a topic on Viruddha, that is incompatible foods and diets. We share the video. Yes. Yeah. So Viruddha Viruddha is incompatible food or diet in the sense a food diet in the sense which is quality and quantity. Both the things are in equal proportion is said to be a diet. So Viruddhahara in the sense a diet which is incompatible, which does not suit your body, suit your this locality. So that which doesn't suit your body and creates a problem or disease condition is said to be an incompatible diet, which is unhealthy. Okay. Let's see what is said in Ayurveda, like importance in Ayurveda regarding food. Intake of food is one of the most essential activities for growth of the body. Okay. Intake of food is one of the most essential activities for growth of the body and maintaining good health. Ancient Ayurveda, there are n number of books and n number of topics and like detailed description about food and drinks and everything mentioned in Ayurveda in different literatures, like how we should consume food, how we should prepare food, and which desha or which region the food, what is the quality of different kinds of foods, and which is the best variety among the cereals, pulses. There are so many descriptions about food are mentioned in Ayurveda text. Ancient Ayurveda texts explain a very unique concept of diet plans in the chapter known as Ahara Vidhi. So, contradictory food is the subtopic of this topic today. We are just gonna see. Ayurveda explains that combination of certain incompatible food items in terms of taste, potencies, time, state of health, place, condition of doshas, digestive fire, cooking methods, processing quantities, order of intake rules is unsafe, and that is called contradictory. As I said, so food is not related to your mouth and your gut. It is something related with your place where you live and how you cook it and how you sense it and how the potency and how is your mental state and how is your state of health. These every factors are influenced with food. Not only it is related with our mouth or it gives us strength, all those things. So there are various factors which influence food. So we'll be seeing incompatible diets on the whole. In this scenario or in this generation, hopefully by the end of this incompatible diet topic, you'll get to know like we belong to which group, either this or this group. So we'll see one by one. So totally there are 18 types of incompatible diet mentioned in Ayurveda text. That is said to be Viruddha Ahara. Viruddha in the sense opposite. In Sanskrit means opposite. Opposite quality of food or anything. It comes under the name called or the word Viruddha. Okay. So we'll see the definition. The food, drink, and medicine which does aggravation and dislodgement of dosha from its site, that is dosha utklesha, but does not eliminate or expel it from the body is known as viridahara. Nothing. If we are consuming any food and that is accepted by our body and there is no ill effect reflected after the ingestion, is said to be a proper food. Not at all times, but this is the general thing. But when there is an opposite reaction or unhealthy reaction in our body related to our health, or those things is said to be Viruddha. Dosha Utklesha is the unwanted morbid waste materials getting lodged in your body but does not get eliminated. Either it has to eliminate or expel it from the body, but it does not happen in the sense is said to be Viruddha. According to Acharya Charaka, the foods and drugs which dislodge the doshas from its normal seat, but do not expel it from the body are defined as Viruddha or incompatible diet. So what he says, this doshas, it dislodges in the sense it moves from one place to other, but it will never get eliminated. In the sense, a simple thing is the morbid waste materials that is getting settled in our body has to be eliminated now and then, either through feces or urine, etc., or sweat. These are the channel. These are the channels where our waste materials are. But these factors are not attained in the sense it's said to be. It is caused due to some incompatible diet. So totally there are 18 types of Viruddha. The first one is Desha Viruddha, that is places, Kala Viruddha, that is time, Agni Viruddha, that is digestive fire, Matra Viruddha is quantity, Satmya Viruddha is conduciveness, Dosha Viruddha, Samskara Viruddha, that is processing, Virya Viruddha is potency, Kushta Viruddha is bowel, Avastha Viruddha is condition of health. Krama Viruddha is sequence. Parihar Viruddha is practice. Upachara Viruddha is treatment. Paka Viruddha is preparation. Samyuga Viruddha is combination. Hridaya Viruddha is contradictory to mind. Sampath Viruddha is quality. And Vidhi Viruddha is course. Okay. So these they have listed nearly 18 types of Viruddha. Totally, there are 18 types of Viruddha. Most probably, the every types of food accommodate on this 18 types itself. So we'll be seeing one by one what is this Viruddha, and certain examples also I have just listed. Okay, Desha Viruddha. Desha Viruddha. Desha in the sense places. So what could be the Desha Viruddha in the sense? In Ayurveda, they list three types of desha. There are three types of land. One is Jangala, other one is Anupa, third one is Jangla Anupa. Jangla is nothing but it's a dry land. I have placed a picture over it. The first picture dry land. And below there is a dry fruits also. I think you can get a point over this also. Like Jangla, it is what type of land in the sense? It's a dry land with less water. So humans, animals, and plants in this land or in this arid zone or deserts are of Vata dosha predominant in nature. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, these are main entity in Ayurveda. That is, the Vata nature will possess more of dry, cold nature, rough, all those things. Something which is very much, and pitta is hot, spicy. There are many characters of vata, pitta, and kapha individual. Like more Veda people will be those things. Just trying to take for layman also, and even for Ayurvedic people, so it will be well known also. And when you see this kapha type of people is uh, will be more of possess moisture content and oily nature, all those things. These people are kapha. So here in Bangladesh, the dosha predominant is Vata. So what they should avoid, we should take food which is opposite to our land, all those things. Already he or she is, for example, he or she is residing in desert or all those things. So in that area, we should give more of water and more of nourishment, more of hydration is needed in that places. But instead, if we pick a wrong thing, like when we choose dry food items or sharp food items or medicines such as red chili, clove, or ragi, what happens? It indeed increases your vata dosha. Okay, so we have to avoid all these things. In the same way, marshy place where excess water and anxiousness already Anupa is a land which possesses this marshy and all those. It's a wetland. That's it. So there, now you can prefer. It's not like totally opposite you have to take, but you can avoid more of marshy things, all those things, because the similar thing will increase the similar one. So in this area, people are of kapha predominance. So afflicted with kapha disorders, if they consume more of unctuous, oily, cold food and medicine, it leads to kapha javyadis. Similar thing will increase the similar. When vata aggravating factors of food when we consume, it increases vata related disorders such as musculoskeletal disorders, pain related things, all those things. Not very much deep into vata disease, all those things. I'm just telling the topmost thing alone. I'm just telling you. When you consider this kapha related disorder, you may get obesity or all those things will come under kapha related disorders. So if they consume more of unctuous, oily, cold food and medicine, it leads to kapha japiatis. The type of food which is beneficial in a cold region may not prove to be beneficial in a hot region. So based on those desha, we have to consume food. We all very well know that, like, based on which place we reside, we have to take food which is accustomed or cultivated in that own land also. So that is also very important. So that suits our body. Next is Kala Viruddha. What is Kala Viruddha is excessive consumption of, in Kala also you can just tell age also you can consider as a Kala and time, and also a meal time also we'll consider like morning, evening. So on the action, Kala is excessive consumption of dry and cold food in winter and excessive intake of hot and pungent food during summer are quoted as Kalavrita. As the weather changes, we require the food of opposite quality stick to warm food in winter and cold food in summer. So in this picture, you can just see an old man is taking a burger. It is well known thing, na? Like this old man, there are in each age group, like when we come for each stage, our Vata Pitta dosha is like what to tell. They name the old age people as Vatic nature and middle age people as Madhyama, that is Pitta, and the Bala, that is the children are considered as Kapha predominant person. So here in this picture, you can see he is an old man, old gentleman. He is of Vatic nature and he is consuming this burger, all those things. Will it get digested? Never. So based on age also, we should consume food, certain foods. One should consume food according to his or her age. Kapha dosha is predominant in young children, so less amount of nourishing food should be consumed. On the contrary, Vata dosha is predominant in old age, so moderate amount of strength promoting and Vata elevating food should be consumed. See, time also I have mentioned. There are certain times where how we should consume food also. Because when sun sets, even our Agni is similar. Both the things are similar only. Like how scorching our digestive fire, similarly the sun also will be scorching during morning. But when sun sets, it becomes dull. Similarly, our digestive fire also becomes dull. So based on our condition, day and night, that kala, food should be consumed 2 times a day. One in the morning and second in the evening. In the evening, dinner should be taken in less quantity so that it can digest easily. At night, curd should be avoided because it will be heavy to digest. That's it. So it is set as kala Viruddha. Next, we'll see Agni Viruddha. Agni Viruddha is digestive fire. So every individual, there are three types of Agni set in Ayurveda. That is Samagni, Mandagni, and Tishnagni. Samagni is like it's a proper Agni. Like when you eat a proper food, it gets digested in appropriate character. Tikshna Agni is he or she will be having a strong, like bulimia like type of appetite. They'll be having a very much scorching appetite. So whenever you give a large food also, he gets easily digested with that. Manda Agni is like poor appetite. So Even if you give small thing, it takes time to get digested. So every individual has their own specific digestive power, which converts food into body tissues. In Samagni, food gets digested within time. So Samagni people should eat food in moderate quantity to maintain healthiness. In Tikshna strong appetite, food gets digested very easily within time. So whereas in Mandagni, food is slowly digested and takes long. Light or less food in Tikshna Agni, when Agni is strong, is contradictory, while heavy and too oily food in Mandagni person having low appetite is incompatible diet. I think this is clear. Next is Matra Viruddha. So there's a picture of honey and ghee. So it is mentioned that certain food combinations in certain proportion are not good for the body. For that example is taking ghee and honey in equal proportion are said to be it acts as a poison to our body. So foods contradictory by quantity also should be avoided. What is Satmya Vrita? Satmya Vrita is conduciveness. Like you can see people who is very much Satmya in the sense like conducive to their own type of foods, all those things. In the sense they'll be very much fond of eating sweets, and few will be very much fond of eating spicy food. This is the common thing, right? So in a simple word, it is explaining that when one is already a fond of or sadhmya or accustomed to sweet or cold food, and suddenly if he is getting changed to pungent or hot food item in the sense that will not be accepted by our body. So in simple words, it is explained as food habited when diet is advised to a person, then his habitual tolerance to food must be taken under consideration. Taking sweet and cold food by a person who is accustomed by always pungent and hot food is contradictory in conduciveness. So now it is dosha viruddha. So what is dosha viruddha? Dosha viruddha is consumption of food. You can see like he looks like a person who works for this constructions or buildings. Definitely they'll be having a loaded work on it. So when he consumes a low food or what to tell, very less nutritive food in the sense will does not suit his job also, does not suit his body also. So that they mentioned that consumption of food, drugs, and behavior which are having similar qualities to aggravated dosha should be restricted or avoided. So vada aggravating substances like dry, cold, light foods should not be given to the person occupied in heavy manual work or excessive exercise because already the vata dosha will be more of increased for his type of jobs. So again, if he is taking a dry or light food, so this will never support his body. Indeed, what happens? In fact, it worsens his health. So this is not acceptable. Next is samskara viruddha. Samskara viruddha is processing. So there is like you choose a better food, all those things is fine. But the method you cook is wrong in the sense, then also it's a mistake only. So samskara viruddha processing under certain conditions and procedures, edible substances can become poisonous. Some of the drugs and diets, when prepared in particular way, produce toxic effects. For example, boiling buttermilk should not be done. And also honey that has been boiled or cooked at high temperature becomes toxic to body system. Next is Viruddha, that is potency. So mixing of cold and hot substance should be avoided because the opposite potency will not suit your body system. So consuming food substance having hot and cold properties together is an example of contradictory potency. For example, drinking cold fruit juice together with hot milk or coffee. Nowadays, they prepare different shakes or fruit juices mixed with milk or with salt. Uh, so, based on potency, it is not acceptable. Eating ice creams with hot chocolate food, all those things are incompatible to our body. Next is Koshta Viruddha, that is bowel system. So there are totally three types of Koshta mentioned in Ayurveda. That is Krura Koshta, Mridu Koshta, and Madhyama Koshta. So administration of mild purgative in a small dose in a hard bowel. Like already when he or she is having a hard bowel, and if you are giving a mild dose of laxative, what happens? There happens no changes. Similarly, when he or she is having a soft bowel, that is mridu koshta, and if you are giving a laxative that in large dose, what happens? They'll be passing n number of Vegas, n number of times they'll be passing their bowel. So, for example, giving a dry fix or 5 raisins or mild laxatives like Haritha to the person having hard bowel will not suit his body, will not work. That's it. Ichabedirus is medicine mentioned in Ayurveda. It's a strong purgative. So, given in soft bowel person, what happens? It becomes contradictory. Next is Avastha Viruddha, that is condition of health. Taking vata vitiating food and drinks like dry cold food by a person who is occupied in heavy manual work, exercise, excessive extended or done sexual act, etc. So what happens? Vata will increase. Like the similar dosha Viruddha I said, no? Now it is Avastha. In which condition the patient is? In this picture, you can see already he looks like a kapha person. Like what to tell you? Already he is obese and he's having more of sedentary life and excess overeating and healthy food diet. What happens? Causes ill effect in your head. So that also comes under incompatibility. Next is krama virudha, that is sequence. There is an order where we have to consume our food. Like early morning, we have to wake up and brush our teeth and then go for some exercise or anything that is, if, even if we are not exercising, that is fine. What we have to do, we have to freshen up ourselves, clear our bowels, everything, and then go for next meal when your previous meal is digested, all those things. But when you take food before the urge of elimination of feces or urine, is also said as Viruddha. Even if we consume food before the early food is digested or in absence of proper diet and a proper appetite, and even late meals after deep hunger are incompatible to rules because already it is not digested the previous meal. Again, if you're loading to more of food in the sense, then this will be settled as indigested particles. Next is Parihara Viruddha. Parihara Viruddha is practice. So intake of, few will be having a practice of eating biryani followed by coke. So that is also not a good practice. So intake of hot things after taking cold meal or intake of cold drinks after samosa also. It's not a good practice. Next is Upachara Viruddha. That is treatment. In Ayurveda, there is a treatment called Snehapana. It is a preparatory treatment for a panchakarma. So in that treatment, we administer ghee in an appropriate dose and followed by warm water. So here, intake of cold things after ghee, in the sense what happens, ghee will not get digested. So this is said as upachara viruddha. So taking cold water or food after taking ghee or upachara viruddha. It does not suit for this treatment. Next is paka viruddha. Paka viruddha is preparation, like all that is processing, and this is preparation. So when we prepare food of which is having a rotten smell, bad or rotten, with preparing with rotten fuel, or it is undercooking or overcooking, all those things, what happens? Definitely, it will definitely spoil our health. So for cooking, a source of heat is used such as wood fire, gas, electricity, microwave, etc. And it is very essential to understand its effect on the body. It may increase or decrease the total effects on the tissues and doshas. So what they are telling, preparation of food with bad rotten or the rotten fuel, undercooking, overcooking, burning, etc. during the process of cooking is known as incompatible because of cooking process. Next is Samyoga Viruddha. Samyoga Viruddha is combination. So there is a combination of food which brings you disease. For example, sour substances with milk. What happens? Definitely the milk will spoil, right? So substance with milk will be contradictory in combination. This combination works as causative factor for Kushta in the sense. So yes, like when we follow this method for a prolonged time, what happens? We may land up in diseases like psoriasis. Next is Hridaya Viruddha. contradictory to mind. So we may think, or we may give least importance to this state, like mental state. Like when you don't like certain food, I don't mean exactly the healthy food, all those things. Like certain in certain state, when you don't like that food, so when you don't feel it's a pleasant, all those things,